Alright guys, and welcome back to the Saints v Southampton content for our match review and reaction after Saints lost yet again their third league game in a row. 1-0 against Aston Villa at St Mary's tonight, and this is completely different to the last two defeats. This was a game where Saints showed a bit of fight, showed a bit of quality, but in the end couldn't put the ball in the back of the net and were victim to some shambolic officiating. You know, we'll talk about that later on in the video, but before we get into it, do make sure you've hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already, on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so the sooner you get there the better. Follow us on all our socials, and of course this video is kindly sponsored by the guys over at Pitch Sport. Make sure you've downloaded that app if you haven't yet already. The link is in the description. Right, let's get into it. Where to start, really? I guess the main talking point of the entire game that came, God knows how early on. Actually, I think Watkins had a decent chance to put Villa 1-0 up. Shot just went wide, and after that, Saints kind of turned it on a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it's a handball. It's quite possibly a red card as well. I completely accept the fact that the ball's come off his thigh first, but he literally, almost as if he slaps it away. So, you know, that's the shambolic part of it. You know, if they're trying to argue the case that because it hit his thigh first, that's why it's not a penalty. If it hits his thigh and he slaps it away like that, even more blatantly than he did Matty Cash, is that technically not a penalty then? Could he literally start playing volleyball or something with it, but because it hit his thigh first, you know, doesn't count? Is an absolute shambles. You know, I wasn't really calling for a red card. It was more the penalty, because it's not even blatant. It's so clear. And Mike Dean, yeah, I'm not even surprised it was him that made the decision. And then for the rest of the half, I thought build-up play was decent. Starting 11 was a bit mixed in the sense that I think having Ward-Prowse at right back, I don't know, maybe I would have played Valerie if I was Ralph, but it was nice to see Romeo back. I thought he had a decent game. Redmond came back, played 90 minutes. I thought he looked really good as well. So no complaints in that sense, but there are just a few little tweaks that we need to make to this team that to kind of make it flow in the same way that it did earlier on in the season. I don't think Walcott should be in the starting 11. I think Stuart Armstrong needs to be on the right-hand side as opposed to the left. You know, there are a few, like I said, tweaks. I think that's the best word for it. There are a few tweaks I would be making if I was Ralph at the moment. Obviously, he's got limited resources right now, and the injury curse continues. We've got 2 players come off injured tonight, which is, you know, not surprising the way things have been going for us right now. But yeah, in terms of that first half, I thought we were the better team in terms of the, you know, how we were using the ball, or sorry, how we were using the ball kind of in the middle of the park. But in the final third, I don't think we looked threatening at all. I thought Sky were, I put a tweet out, I thought Sky were praising us way too much. We weren't looking threatening in terms of, you know, our final play in the final third, or our final ball in the final third, I should say. Didn't look like we were ever going to score, really. And, you know, Villa soaked up the pressure really well and went on to score a fantastic goal, you know. Grealish on the left. Ward-Prowse had a difficult night at right back today. Excellent cross, exquisite cross, really. And Barkley's free as a bird. I think Diallo needs to be tracking him. After a couple of good performances, I thought he was disappointing for me tonight. Obviously, he set himself a high standard. So, yeah, a real disappointment to go into the break 1-0 down. But at the same time, no surprise, really, that we haven't scored. Obviously, you want that penalty, but you have to move on from that. Second half, I thought we reacted relatively well, created, put a few subs on when we had injuries. Walcott coming off, Diallo coming off, having Gineppo and Adams come on. Why we put Gineppo right back, I haven't a clue. He was mixed. Adams came on, had a really good chance, forced a great save from Martinez. Ings, quiet again, I thought, tonight, until very late on. Drama with him in the sense that he put the ball in the back of the net, was flagged offside. But if you look at the sort of VAR line that was drawn out by Sky, it's an absolute shambles. I mean, they've ruled it off because of almost because of the armband. You know, we were celebrating, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and apologies for that, but we were celebrating a former life president. I think that was his title of the club, you know, ex-coach, just someone involved with the football club. And, you know, we're paying our respects with an armband, but then we've not been able to get a point from this game because we're wearing that armband because VAR's deeming that the reason why Ings was offside. It's an absolute shambles. I'm absolutely disgusted by the officiating tonight. You know, say I'm overreacting, God knows. But for me, I think it's completely fair what I'm saying. It's disgusting, really. VAR, not even just VAR, I thought, you know, the ref missed a load of free kicks, not just for us, to be fair. I thought for Villa as well. I thought there were a few that we got away with. I remember Gineppo and McGinn having a 50-50 and it went our way, and I thought, no, really, that's probably a yellow card for Gineppo. But all in all, just really, really disappointed from the officiating side of things. And disappointed from Saints, I guess. And I don't think we played badly. In fact, I think we were probably the better team overall. Definitely deserved the point from that. But it's such a big blow in the sense that Villa, one of those teams near us, and now I just can't see any chance of us getting a 7th place. You know, if a European spot was possible for us, it's hard to say top 8 as well now. You know, really, I'm thinking 10th and getting to the cup semi-finals. That'd be a really good season now, because these injuries, you know, our lack of ability to score goals. This is our worst run in over a year. 3 consecutive defeats in the league. It's not good enough. You know, we've huffed and puffed tonight. We've tried to score. A few players doing really well. A few players disappointing for me. We look tired, a bit lethargic at times. Like I said, I thought the performance tonight compared to Arsenal and Leicester, I thought it was better. And we did look like scoring tonight, in fairness. But, you know, we now need, you know, a rub of the green a little bit. With these injuries, like I said, not putting the ball in the back of the net, officiating. Hopefully Yannick Vestergaard can come back, I would guess, for the Newcastle game next weekend, if he's going to be back in training this week. But that Man United game on Tuesday scares the life out of me now, to be honest. My focus is on, to be honest, it's not even the league anymore. My focus is now on our cup tie at Wolves in, what, a week and a half now. I think we prioritise the cup. I just can't see us achieving what we want in the league right now. But that is it for the video. I'm going to stop moaning now. Yeah, just really disappointed, really. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed the video, leave it a like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. Follow us on our socials, and we'll see you ahead of the United game later on next week. Take it easy, guys.